Today we're bringing you the Community Wellness Encore, which is going to be our Iroquois social dancing. And we will be coming to you live at the White Pines Wellness Complex or Center. And we have an afternoon filled with some social dancing. At this time, we have Eddie Thomas, who is going to do our opening for us.
Scanos of Guego, and Nan Toho, one and Dr. Gish, Danedi, Ona Wato, Nene Dosova, Na Sahoda, Nene Yagoyon Doc Nato, one is shot it, Sanio, Nene Swatawaya Star, Sanio, Nane Wato, Nane once a gay car, Nagaina song, Danedi, Nene, Gai, Nene Gosanyo, Nega, Nene, Dosova. Nene gongot sanio nani sungwai paya se na go hide hand drop nane wado nane o hando na ga hudeko nane go no nene handed way wakanto na so go andi so sungwawi nene always a scan no 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 nedi ne and way heki ya ska and wa ya na ngwani go ha ska and wa no honyo da tigani up ton nane ngwani go ha da ne and wa tro we na once again ne gandi o gwanti to go drop kwe ad one no ha don ho kwa ne goto seni ha nedi ne indwe hek na ska gi tsona di tino honyo da tigani up to nane ngwani go ha and on na ndwa tro we seni ona ne wa do nane hodai hodene touch ne gesa na wi atta nedi ne ndwa wa ya no ni na ska gi tsona di tino honyo da tigani up to nane ngwani go ha and on na ndwa tro we seni o nane sa ga ya ndak sa hoda na to wi ani ya so wa Sakaya and Dakai Hernia, short now took now once again. Negado, gas and ho, when now ho, ni boys, ne the side wine to us now song go hand go hand, oh, how a shot in the youngest. Negane, what don't answer the go what is Canada you. Lady name what do I know, ni, and the settle no honey, answer the go what is Canada you, oh, that again, you don't now I'm going to go up. And on and watch always any on a gay hand, no, Nadioki Ayado, ne Nadioki Ayadon, guess an scan, no, I don't know. Nedi Nakaniko ha, he, Neguego guy, Poinko, Hadi the question, Nedi name what do I know, ni, Nandi Etino Honio, Ne Hadi Kyo, no, Nadioki Ayado, Dartigani of Tongue, Nani on Guanicoha. And on and watch always any honor, how gay go Hide Hana, great Nanish by this so. Negane Otinonia, Ne Tonson Sato, Ne scan, no, I don't know. Ne gane hade benisha ge hade son de ge goto ne aso tie go heges ne hodani down shot ne di ne ndo wa no ni na de so no honio go hide hana great so go indi son da tigani of tong ne on go ni go ha da ne to na gat ko ni ike go ya ga ge taksani o now hand o na ga ko de ko na go no ni o da ne to
Thank you, Eddie, for the opening prayer. My name is Caitlin, and I'm the Communications Assistant in the Comms Department at Six Nations of the Grand River. Before we started, I wanted to share with you the reason this series was created. We created this series to help the community stay connected while keeping safe during the pandemic. It was recognized that under the strains of isolations and concerns surrounding everything COVID-19, that many of us were feeling low and a great loss of connection to all the events, people, and culture that make us Six Nations. Our hope is that these sessions give you a chance to learn and connect in a community-like setting. To help alleviate some of the mental health strains that come on these uncertain times, for those of you who are joining us for our last installment, we are doing things a bit different this time. Gandao Community Crisis Response Team and the Six Nations of the Grand River Communications Team have joined up with several teams across Six Nations Health and Socials teams to create these sessions based off the amazing feedback we received from the last presentations. Each team has hosted their own session based on their team's own unique expertise. Working with these teams has been an honor, and the dedication and time everyone has put into the details of each session truly makes this community effort. I would like to take this time to say Narwa for all of your hard work and commitment for the wellness for Six Nations. With that being said, I'd like to go over a couple house rules. One, for those of us joining on Zoom, please be mindful of your microphone and to be sure to stay muted while the presentation is going on. Also, please be mindful that if you choose to share yourself on screen, to remember that everyone who is on the Zoom call can see what is on your screen. When you send correspondence on the chat or through video, everyone can see your messages. Absolutely no foul language, bullying, or any kinds of threats or violence will be tolerated. If you post on Facebook or Zoom in either chat or through the video, any of these actions or comments will be removed and you may ask to leave the session. And lastly, we kindly ask any media who are present or watching the replay that if you wish to report on the wellness series or wish to quote anyone who's speaking during today's presentation, to please reach out to our communications officer, Katie, at comsofficer@sixnations.ca. Now that we have all that out of the way, this session is about dancing and singing. And I'm going to turn it over to Tree.
Okay, Scan Out Swagwego again, and I'm Teresa Sky, and I'm an outreach worker with the Child and Youth Health Team and in Health Services. And like I had mentioned before, we're at the White Pines Wellness Building, and it's a pleasure to be here, and it's very different for us to bring you this Iroquois social dancing within this building as opposed to in a longhouse. So we tried very hard to accommodate and adjust to the times we're in terms of COVID to be able to bring this to you. We have a few dancers. We have enough dancers to be able to show you some steps. And if you maybe now's the time to move your couch back or your chair or your end table or your tables and chairs, give yourself some place to move around in. You're in the comfort of your own home. So nobody else sees you dancing except yourself. So I think that's the fun part about this. And definitely enjoy yourself. And we have Eddie, and we have who is going to be commentating in terms of what dances are coming out. He will announce in Gaiacono as to what dances are going to be coming up. And we have a core of youth here who are going to be displaying our dances for you. I think that we can get started, and remember, if there's any questions or anything that you want to ask while we're in action, please do so. We have our trusty technology person, Caitlin, here, who can answer all our questions in terms of technology, and we can get started.
Scanless and Bagel. So I guess first off, I just want to welcome everyone and encourage everybody to participate and just enjoy yourself. Most of all, this is what this is for. Our song and dance was given to us to help with the uplifting of our minds and to keep our bodies well as well. So the movement, it's good exercise. And so there's really, there's lots of significance to this first dance that we're going to go through. Again, I just want to give thanks that everybody's here and learning, because this is Oihowana, it's really important for the days to come in the future, for our kids and our grandkids in the future. And so as we get going, this first dance that we're going to talk about and we're going to go through is what we call Gadacho, or standing quiver dance. And this is a celebration dance for Haudenosaunee people. This is one of our original dances that we have as Haudenosaunee people. We like to borrow a lot of different things from all over the place. One of the things is that we borrow is song and dance, along with medicines as well. But song and dance, and so our original dances that we have is Gadacho, Gayo Gayo, our Skadi Gajina, And the Scania kind of said, oh, that's kind of a debate, that one, women's dance. So standing quiver is one of the major ones. Old moccasin dance, cousins dance. And so these are our original dances. And then everything else that we have kind of adopted and it was coming. And so as we get going, we're gonna start off with Gadotro. And the step is fairly easy. It's not that hard. One of the big things that this dance is used for as well, my grandma used to talk about it, was it's used for grounding, right? It's a good grounding technique because you hear your feet stomping when you're dancing. And it's actually our feet that make the beat when we're dancing. So when the lead singer is singing, if someone's just walking or if they're going like this and they're just stomping, it's gonna throw off the beat because the beat there's a sound to it. And so it'll mess up the lead singer if someone starts going like this or just hitting their feet or just not caring. It can really mess up the beat. So we always encourage everybody to try your best and do what you can. And so I'm gonna announce this dance in the language first, and then we'll start dancing and we'll go from there. And Donnie get now on it and you went now the Shrine Sayandi on us and you got now if was this stop. They want on it, they high now go. So then now on and then what? Then they get done, then they walk up, then they get out through. And on Eddie on it, now go in and don't. Now some go now go find the kid and they go in. You didn't yok don't now want to go home. Done it. Is there any question? I guess I'll ask them here. Was there any questions about this dance? I kind of forgot. I kind of rushed everything. Didn't show you guys the steps really until we start dancing. But this is one of the easiest steps that there is. I had mentioned a little bit about what my grandma had said about this dance. It's used even in ceremony at Longhouse when we put through ceremony sometimes. She used to say after Onondagas after they do Gaina Soto, and like even after after they do Genyui Wage, she used to say after the 4 major ceremonies are put through, then this Gadacho is to be sung. She used to say that because those ceremonies are so uplifting, that she used to say that our spirit, we want to start to lift up off the ground. And so she used to say, to reconnect with Mother Earth, we had to dance this Gadacho. And that was the main reason why we would dance it afterwards, just to ground ourselves here on Earth again. So that's Gadacho. And was there any questions? Yeah.
Okay, Okay, as part of this event as well, we're doing it as a part of community awareness, and those that are collecting something for the booklet, community awareness booklet, our special word is moccasin. And we will try to say moccasin throughout the whole presentation today. And to remind you, that's what the word is. Our community awareness word is moccasin.
Okay. And this time, okay. Next one. Okay. Okay, so to pick up where we left off, the next dance that we're going to go through is one of our original dances as well, is Gayola Gayo, or Old Moccasin Dance. So this dance is it has a little bit of a step. Yeah, why don't we just show them how it's. So we're gonna sing a song real quick, and we're gonna have them zoom in on the beat so that you can see. Okay, so this is how this dance goes. And just like I forgot to mention this in the Gadotro, when they dance, the men usually get up first, and then the women go in between them. And so with this dance, this is what we call a partner dance, this old moccasin dance. So you kind of need a partner to dance this dance. So you've seen the two guys up there. The way this goes is the guys usually go in pairs, and then the girls usually go in pairs too, and then they go in between the men when the dance starts. So with that being said, I will announce this properly in the language, and then we shall commence. And on the gikana ona tanyo na he what the shrinis ne wa ona na hudri fastisto ne wa ona hai na go so that na ona na the kwa na ne wa do na ne gayo and on the ona na go in and do na go sani o ne ne guy find up get they go to now and do na ta de sha na ta de da to the ni ok do na wa ni wa done it.
Just a reminder for those of you that are collecting stamps for the community awareness booklets, the word for our event is moccasin, which we just got done doing the old moccasin dance, Gayo Gayo. So remember, it's moccasin.
So that was Gayo Gayo or old moccasin dance. And so the next dance that we're gonna go through and we're gonna sing for you is what we call friendship dance. And so it's already been decided who's gonna sing and go about, and we'll put this through. You guys want to come and show the steps? Yeah. So, Linda Dale's going to show you the steps here. Need a song? Yeah. Okay, well, that was friendship dance, and the next dance that we're going to do. Was there any questions about that dance? I guess.
No.
No questions. Okay. Okay, so as we carry on, we're gonna go on to the next dance, and we call this Otsin Oyadageha. Oyadageha is what we call a Cherokee stomp dance, and so this will be the next dance that we're gonna do. This is similar to the first dance that we did, which is Gadatro. So the steps are the same. So it's kind of like our feet are the beat, but the rattle's introduced as well. And so this will signal in the middle of the song, everybody will turn to the middle. And again, the formation is man, woman, man, woman, man, woman. And so this is how this dance will go. And I'll announce it and then we'll start it off. And nagiga na ona tanyo wina what the shrine sonedi na wato sani o nene hodri pastisto nene ona na dendwa nene wato nene uya degeha and nedi ona na gwego na go yen to sani o nene ai pai dakke nene gaina onedi na ine kai odini okto na wato done it. Yeah. Oh, well, I hope everyone's enjoying this and so far. This next dance that we're going to do, we call Eskanya Gaina Se, which is a New Women Shuffle Dance. And so I've heard a lot about how this dance came about. And one of the things is that we have two different sets of, well, actually I have three sets of women's dance. We have one for feasts and one for ceremony. And then we have what we do in socials, which is the social dance part. My grandma used to say, it doesn't matter all those dances. When the women dance for our mother, the earth, it helps uplift her. So it's always medicine for her. So she used to say, even in these times when we're just social dancing, it's still uplifting our mother, the earth, and everything that she holds for us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get one of the girls to come up and show the step for for the dance, and then after that we'll go through and we'll put this through. But I'll announce it first in the language, and it's even announcing for it in the language is a little different because we inform our mothers that this is their time to make the choice on who's going to lead the dance. And so with that being said, I will put forth these words. And on the gigana on Antonio and I have what they shines and they on na hostisto na sa hoda na hotri hostisto and they on na hay na go sa hoda na on na the dwa then it was and it's kanye na gainasi. Ne di on na gwe ko na gwe na to sani on hay point da ke na ne gaina again it's on to get ho with na kono ha and they ton ho with na gaskaunion and they gatka and they on na is na so no and they so godan and they on ha do na ha de yeda and they na tasha can na yesha can to di ni ok ton go ni ko done it. Just let one song just for the footwork. Whoever's gonna do it. Demonstration. Okay, so where we are at home, join on in. Yeah, get your matching shoes on. That was Claudia kind of say that we just put through. And so the next one that we're going to sing is what we call Robin Dance, and or just disco. And so I'll announce this in the language, and then we'll start to put it through. And on the gig now, not on your winner, he was the Shines on it, na Guego, na go Trent sauce, and then what don't have saw it. Now, so then you go on not to hold one name, and so the on and there was don't go now when I get caught now in the song. There was on and the on and there high now go, and they would was this stuff. And they was and they just go here. And on the on and now go in the dog, as the owner, high point up kid, and they kind of, but then you go and one on it. So the steps for this one is it's fairly simple. They're a little different, but it's just like you're just kind of like marching, kind of like a robin.
Reminder for those that have joined us for the community awareness. This is a community awareness event, and our word for community awareness booklet is moccasin. It is moccasin.
Scanner sa Guego. Dewa ona sa niyo, pahay na ako. Sorry. Sorry, speaking in the native in my mind and start losing my thoughts here, start switching back and forth. Okay, so this next dance that we're gonna do will be our last dance. We call it gonna fight or stick dance. This dance comes from the Delaware people. We were entrusted with it a long time ago and asked to hold on to it until one day when their people come for it. And so still to this day, we hold on to this dance. You'll notice that when we sing this dance, all the men always take off their hats and show respect towards this dance. I was told that this was like their feather dance that we have as within the Shawnee people for 4 major ceremonies. And so this was one of their ways of giving thanks. And so as this dance goes, the steps are a little bit faster. It's kind of like old moccasin dance, similar steps, but it goes slow and then it goes fast. And so with this being said, we shall put this dance through and it'll be the last one for today. And on the geek now, not on your winner, what the shrine is, the nurse and the old, the now, Hodrick Postisto, they won't now, I know, so that now and what. Nane water, nane gonna wait. Augusti, his cargo, Sani, oh, they never don't got not to hold one when he shot it. Sani car, once I get car, now guy na so. Nedi, oh, ne, Grego now in a guy, a Grego now go in and also now I find that gate, and they guide them. They got on now taught this now taught this. Ne, Sahan, then Sani, oh, now hand on and taught and talk show can't do. Yeah, they took it. And Nedi, oh, na, Grego now in a guy, put it in your tongue now, going to go. Done it.
Here you go.
So this brings our event to a close, and we have provided a pretty good social here. And I gotta say nyawa to the people who, our young people who came and was able to carry this out for us this afternoon. At the Longhouse, it would have been a much bigger event and more people, maybe even a lot longer. The dances are usually, maybe you dance for half an hour, 45 minutes. So this is a glimpse of what a social might look like. And this is what we wanted to present to you. And so when you come across a social happening in the community, now you have an idea as to what it entails. Not all the dances are performed at each social. Sometimes they mix it up, but for the most part, it's for the socializing and the dancing. And as Eddie said before, it's that physical aspect that our people get to move, to move around and enjoy the company of other people and move with the beat, I guess you can say. And I hope that some of you at home were able to enjoy that as well and experience that. As we come to a close, I'd like to say nyawa to Cam Hill. Cam Hill was the one who helped me pull this social together. And at the last minute, Cam had an emergency. So I appreciate him being able to connect me with somebody else or connect somebody else with me. And for all the dancers that came in, our young people showed in fine fashion today. And I appreciate that. And the other part is my co-worker here, Tosh, has helped me with this event as well as my tech savvy person on this side, Caitlin. And still trying to push buttons while we're talking here. And again, this is an event brought as an encore of community wellness events, and as well as a community awareness event. And those that didn't get that magic word, it's moccasin. Again, it is moccasin. And we also like to thank the child and youth team at Health Services that we worked for that has helped bring this together today as well. I am so thankful that we were able to get this done. This has been a long time planning and to get this to move forward. So I really appreciate your participation here today. Anything else?
No, just nyawa.
And we are going to have the closing done by Eddie.
Okay. So just like we started with the Ganohonyo, to give thanks to all creation, so we shall close with the same, with the exception of at the end, I'll release everybody's minds from the social and also call upon the guardians to watch over everybody so you get home safely and be well. And y'all for joining today, and appreciate the invite to come and help you. So yeah. And on the gig now, and that's on your way now, what the train is. When I did not go in the Dwight House, now so that then you go on dock not to hold what they finish it. So, then I'll drift there, go now, once I get caught, now I got so toke ko sani o we go into the way nanda ne ho na ne ia kai find dakke sani o nani sang koi hoya se na go hide ha jo nani wa do nani yo ko de getto nani and wai ko ho do nani go no ne he di dwai ko ka to na so go indi so go wi ne always askan order no and di ne we he aska and di dwai ya na go ni go ska and di dwa no ho da ti gani ok to nani go ni go da ne and di dwa tro wi na once again na do no ha do no ko ne go to sani ha ne di ne and we he na ska gi to na and di ti no ho da ti gani ok to nani go ni go and na di dwa tro wi ni o nani wa do nani ho dai ho de touch ni yes na ho ya ta ne di ne and what do I know ni na ska gi to na and di ti no ho da ti gani ok to nani go ni go and na di dwa tro sani o na gi ha no na ne di ki ya do ne di ki ya do ges ne ska no do no ne wa ne na ni dokta ges so ha ne na di ti no ho so ne hari ha wis na go go na so go and so na ho ba na so ne wa do na ho de go so na ne go ya go stop na to na once again ne di ne what do I know ni na di ti no ho ne hari ya kyo no ne di ki ya do da ti ga ni ok to na ne go ni go and na di do tro wis ni ona ho ge go hide ha na go na ne so go and so ne gane o te no ne ton ton sa to ne scan o idro no ne gane hade veni shage hade so de ge go to ne aso ti go heges ne hode ni dansha ne di ne do wa no ni na de se do no ho ho hide ha na go se go and so da ti gane ok to na ne go ni go na ne ton sa gat kwini ki go ga ge tax ni o ne di o de get to ne dwai ho do na ne go no ne gine so ne and dwai ho ni ne ge ha no di o ki ya do so ne o do na go scan to se go yo senti do ko de ne go to ne na ho ha do ne ona di na wa do na ka ko so go na go ni go ha so to di ni ok to na go ni go ha da ne to